Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome back to Where You Live Wednesdays, our third segment. I am here at Monk Botanical Gardens today with the new executive director, Darcy Howard, who happens to also be a former client of mine and a good friend now as a result of having worked together. So I wanted to, as I've mentioned in the past, expand this segment to more than just real estate related things. I want you to know where you live is a very special place here in Wausau and the Merrill area. Monk Botanical Gardens is on the north side of Wausau, so it's a real quick, easy trip from both Merrill and Wausau, and it is absolutely stunning here. I don't think that enough people really know about it, so I'm real excited to have the chance to introduce you to Darcy and have her tell you a bit more about it today. We're going to do a little bit of a walk, but I wanted to also show you one of the new features here. It's called a kaleidoscope, and let me just pan around here. So we are standing in front of this little contraption here that literally allows a kaleidoscope view of what's in the center, and I hope this picks up. But if you haven't seen this before, it is so cool. So anyway, let me introduce you to Darcy.
Hello.
And I will flip this around. Hi, Darcy.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having us today.
Thanks for having me.
So as we start to walk around here a little bit, and it's obviously the full fall spectrum of colors here right now, tell us a little bit about Monk Gardens and what people will see here.
Sure. So Monk Gardens is 27 acres. We actually just recently purchased an additional 6 acres, which includes Robert Monk's original home and some outbuildings as well, which is really exciting. Robert Monk was a realtor here in Wausau, and he donated this land to Monk Botanical Gardens with the vision of having a botanical gardens in central Wisconsin that really concentrated on education. So the focus has really been to reach out to our community to provide a variety of events and educational opportunities to learn from everything that's around. And what we're walking through right now is the meditation garden. This is we're actually just in stage 1 of this garden. We do have lots more to add to it, but as you can see, we've got some really nice features already, including the pond, and that pond was created by Robert Monk, and it's a really great feature. We get some great birds, especially during migration season. And it's a nice spot to just sit and relax or come and have your lunch. The programming that happens here, we do several different types of events. We have a huge plant sale actually in the spring in May. And this year we'll be adding some educational portions to that as well. Some workshops on how-tos. You know, a lot of us, we buy homes and we don't know how to take care of our yards. And so we're going to start doing some educational programs for the community on simple things like how do you trim your tree? How do you trim certain types of bushes? How do you plant a garden if you want a can in the fall? So we're looking at trying to really add that kind of programming. We'll also be doing a cooking series coming this year, everything from using our local chefs from Red Eye and Scotty's and a few other places. So the best place to find that information is to go to our website, which we keep updating all the time. Our next event is Snowshoe Walk. So winter's coming, and you might think, oh no, what am I going to do in the middle of winter? So we have snowshoe walks here, one in December, January, and February. And the December one, you come, the whole place is lit up in luminaries. It's a nice walk for all ages, ends with a nice campfire and some hot chocolate over by our kitchen garden. We recently installed a outdoor kitchen that has a brick oven, along with a kitchen garden where community members plant different sections of it, and we use what's planted for the educational purposes. Especially in the summer when we work with over 300 Wausau students, we're teaching them how to plant, how to harvest, and then how to prepare and cook and eat healthy. So we have lots of stuff going on here. Right around the corner from this area, we actually have a tree house, which is fully accessible. So a great place for kids and families to come and check out. We have a books library as well there, so you can have a book, take your family, read in the treehouse. And then there's multiple trails, and the site is open dawn to dusk every single day. You can have your dog as long as they are on leash, and walk around within the trails as well. So we are still building. There are so many additional gardens that we'll be doing in the coming years. Right behind you, actually, right now it looks like a bunch of bushes, including some things that we don't necessarily like and we need to remove. We'll be putting in a hosta garden, and the master gardeners here in Wausau are installing that huge hosta garden that will work this year to kind of clean the land out and then be planted in 2019. So how might you get involved here if you have an interest in volunteering, you like gardening, or even if you like planning events? We need volunteers. I am the only staff member. They just hired me 2 months ago, and all of this has happened with our volunteer group, which is just incredible. And it goes to show you what kind of community Wausau really is, to be able to pull together a group of volunteers to create these gardens and all the other features that we already have. So we are looking for people that like to get their hands dirty, people who like to coordinate and plan, people who have any sort of interest in all of the nonprofit activities that have to happen for a place like this to stay open.
That is incredible. I am so excited to hear about the cooking classes specifically. I'm a huge fan of gardening and farm-to-table style stuff. I know a lot of my friends in the Wausau area are too, so I hope that more people will check this place out. If you haven't been out here already, I come here quite often. It is incredible. The trails are so beautiful. I love the snowshoe events, especially the candlelit snowshoe events. It's one of my favorite things to do in the winter, to get outdoors and enjoy some of the area natural beauty spots. Darcy is a very big advocate for our area as well, and so we are so lucky to have her here in this location doing this particular role in Monk Gardens. And so again, if you haven't been here, please make an effort to come take 5 minutes to walk through. I promise you won't regret it. And also, as do most nonprofits, please consider taking maybe an hour a month and volunteering some of your time and talent to hopefully this group, but if not this group, anything that really sparks your interest. I think that there is a very big disconnect in the world right now between what we as people have to do with those organizations around us, and everybody kind of wants to let somebody else take care of things, but the fact of the matter is we each have to take care of each other. So a little bit of a theological lesson for today, but on top of that, please come check out Monk Gardens. It's incredible. We are so lucky to have it. I kind of forgot about the real estate tie with Robert Monk, to be honest, so that was a really unintentionally great plan. And I'm not going to claim credit for it because I can't say I'm that smart, but it was wonderful to be able to have you and educate us a little bit more, Darcy. Thank you again so much for having us. I hope